We are Macmillan Cancer Support Jersey. The ethos today is just the same as it was when we were set up 30 years ago as Cancer Backup. We exist to ensure that anybody affected by cancer in Jersey has the support they need to live well and take back control, and to not feel alone in their experience. Just as importantly, to know that their family and close friends can access our support services too.
Statistics now show that 1 in 2 of us will hear the words "you have cancer" during our lifetime. But on a positive note, more and more people are surviving it or living well for many years. This is why our services are so important. We are there every step of the way, from hearing those words, during treatment, and then transitioning to a new normal, the other side of it all.
When I was diagnosed back in 2012, it took me from such a sideline. I just couldn't seem to cope with it at first. I didn't realise the diagnosis was true, and it took me a while for things to sink in.
It may not necessarily always be in the front of your mind, but it's always somewhere in your mind.
And I think the hardest thing is when you have to break the news to your family. So the impact of that has been significant, having 3 small children and a husband to take care of.
My friends, they treat me slightly differently in a very nice way, but it's very difficult for them to be objective because they want to show me their love and support all of the time, which, as lovely as that is, sometimes I find it a little claustrophobic.
When someone visits the Oasis for the first time, they may not know why they are coming. But what will become apparent is that they have arrived at the right place. From the moment people open our door, they are met with the warmest welcome from one of our trained support team, who have all the time to listen and identify what might be of help, whether it is practical information, emotional support, such as counselling or cognitive-based therapy, or a complementary therapy session, such as massage. We also have regular yoga, mindfulness, and life after cancer courses. People do not need an appointment or referral. You can just drop in.
But just being in the Oasis Centre, to me, it's just like a second family to me. You know, whenever I maybe feel a bit down in the dumps or whatever, the first thing I do is just come up here. And, you know, speaking to everybody here, having a coffee, and sit down and chat, and it just completely, you come in feeling a bit, you know, sort of not too sure. You just leave feeling so much better.
I think there's a little bit of everybody. I mean, there's books, there's magazines, there's pictures around, there's tea, coffee, cakes.
I was so nervous about coming up here. The moment I walked in through that door, I just felt so safe and just protected, and that everybody there actually cared and wanted to help me. And it's the best thing I've ever done.
As I say, speaking to other people made you realise that, well, it's not the disaster that it could be. And, you know, for these people, everything is fine. They're living their lives again.
It can be a little bit scary at times, thinking that you're sort of not having treatment anymore and your hair starts to grow back, and it's interesting how other people behave. People suddenly forget and, you know, think everything's back to normal, and it doesn't always go back to normal quite as quickly or as you want it to. And normal now is different to the normal before I had cancer.
The Life After Cancer course was probably one of the best things that I signed up for. I think having people that actually do that as their day-to-day job, you know, helping people to feel better, sharing their experiences, talking about well-being, absolutely so important. For me, personally, that was the turning point.
I think people really need to acknowledge today that we don't all lose our life to cancer, and that more and more and more of us are surviving this dreadful disease. And for me, it was just the natural thing to do to support the services and the charity that Macmillan provide.
We are a local charity and only a small team of staff. We really couldn't do what we do without our wonderful team of skilled volunteers and the support and resources available through our collaboration with Macmillan in the UK.
Well, I think I've probably got the most out of helping people. You don't realise how good it is for yourself as well as the person you're listening to, and the feedback that you get from them. And I know it sounds a cliche when they come in upset and you see them walk out the door feeling a whole lot better, when really all you've done is give a listening ear. So I think that's a huge benefit, a massive benefit to us. So we're very lucky to meet the inspirational people we do.
We must raise around £350,000 a year to run our charity and its services, and every penny raised in Jersey stays in Jersey. There are many different ways you can personally get involved with Macmillan Jersey. Organise your own event, tackling a personal challenge, or taking part in one of our events.
The Oasis and Macmillan in Jersey, I think it's a centre that is critical to the Jersey environment, because it offers cancer victims, survivors, families somewhere to go seek refuge, but also the emotional support and guidance that they offer is second to none. So it's about providing them with the funding so they continue to offer that service for people like myself and others that are impacted by cancer.
One way you can support us is to become a friend of Macmillan Jersey. This is where you donate a monthly amount. It can be as little as a few pounds, and in return you become a member of the Macmillan Jersey family and help secure our future for years to come.
Take that step through the door and you are coming into an oasis of peace and calm, tranquility and helpfulness.